While I was in prayer a couple of days ago, I heard these words. Racism is a deception which has been and is still being used to divide or to keep my creation divided. I'm gonna say that again. I was in prayer a couple of days ago and I heard these words. Racism is a deception which is being used and has been used to keep my creation divided. And it caused me to pause because I'd never heard that while I was in prayer. I never heard that before. That had never come to me in that manner. And so I just began to just wait and inquire and because I wanted to know more. I knew there was more to this. And so, and the thoughts began to come to me. Imagine a world without racial and social and economic divisions. Because see, the racism isn't the only source of division among us in our society. There's societal or a person's status, there's economics, there's even where a person lives, that where they came from, they could be an immigrant. There's so many ways for people to be divided, while at the same time, there's so many reasons for people to become united. And so as I begin to think on this, I begin to envision a world free of bigotry, where the minds of men and women are united as one, with one purpose in mind. And that is to glorify and to honor our Creator, to honor the one who created us, to have fellowship with us, the one who formed us from the dust of the ground and breathed into our nostrils the breath of life, and we became living souls made in His image, after His likeness. And our purpose and function was to govern and till and subdue and take dominion in the earth, to create communities where we would love our Creator and one another, to honor Him and honor one another, to respect and regard our Creator as we collectively love and regard one another. But the evil forces by which we're surrounded, which have existed from time immemorial, have sought to keep men divided and using the deception of racial differences or religious differences or societal differences or even nationality difference. People could be of the same genetic or anthropological makeup, but live in different geographical areas, and they will fight and war and battle as if they're aliens from another planet, with such hatred and such venom. And it's so present today. It's happening right now today. Why is that? The reason being because the powers that be know if we as humanity begin to form alliances, and if we join our hearts and our minds together as one, that we would advance at such an exponential pace in our technology, in our humanities, in our arts, in our creativity, in our music, in our architecture, in our engineering, in our explorations of other planets, because the effort and the finances would not be utilized for war. Instead, for humanitarian efforts. Instead, for building homes for those who don't have homes. Have you ever driven on the highway and saw all of the undeveloped land in our country, in the United States alone? There's so much undeveloped land. It's been said that there's enough space on the earth, not taking into account the areas that are overcrowded, but there are other areas that there is supposedly enough land for every person that has ever lived to live on the earth simultaneously. Now, I found that very hard to believe given how overcrowded it is in certain Asian countries, but that's what the scientists said. I can't prove it or disprove it, but it's a thought to consider that there is enough money in the earth And there's enough land for every single family on this earth to live a wonderful life. But because of hatred, because of bigotry, because of resentment, because of ridiculous ideologies that people have embraced, it's not happening, and in likelihood it won't happen until God returns in the form of Christ to the earth and puts all things under his feet. But my question is this: between now and then, what can we do? What can I do? What can you do to make a difference? I'm not going to answer that question, because that's a question only you can answer, that only I can answer for myself. This has been your wow moment from the Well of Wisdom. Have a blessed and amazing day. God bless.